Aborigines, which means what? Black folks. But you never find a white Aborigine. Rather, Aborigines are called natives, or they're always dark-skinned people. You and I are Aborigines. But you don't like to be called an Aborigine. You want to be called an American. Aborigine actually means from the beginning. It's two Latin words. Ab meaning from, origine meaning the beginning.
Oh, I get it. They took us as the majority and broke us up into 25 different races, nigga. And then called themselves the majority and called us the minority, nigga.
Yep, that's exactly what they did. We're going to talk about it as we go into the book Philosophical and Antiquarian, written in 1829. Aboriginal History of America. Starting with the second paragraph. Systematic writers have also considered the native tribes of America as a fifth class of the human species, the distinct term of the copper-colored races. Add the word American as we go into Webster's American Dictionary of the English Language, 1828 version. American. Wait, look at my finger on it. American. A native of America, originally applied to the Aboriginals, or copper-colored races, founded here by the Europeans, but now applied to the descendants of Europeans born in America. In other words, they came over here and took this land through colonization. But as we can see again, it originally applied to the Aboriginals, or copper-colored races. Think about it. Now continuing on. To this term we have much to object, not only as respects to the Americans, but other nations, from whom it seems to us they have been improperly separated by this theoretic distinction.
Wait. What? What you mean? Hold up, wait a minute. What has the Mother Earth Yah had dropped this time? Wait, what? Now y'all looking at me like naturalism. What you talking about? I'm talking about this. Hold on. What? Niggeritos, the original Filipino and American. What? What? Huh? What? Man, I'm annoying you. Wait a minute, hold on. So you telling me the original Americans have this type of, phenotype and color? Man, there's something crazy about this picture. This photo was taken in 1910 by a Marine Corps. The term Niggerito, that term, refers to the diverse ethnic groups of East Asia and the isles around East Asia. And these ethnic groups also has the Sentinel Islands and the Jara people. So you telling me people that share the phenotype of the Jara inhabits America, and they are the original Niggeritos, whom are the original Filipinos and the original Americans? Wait.
Now, in order to have a correct understanding of this subject, we should be told what is the copper color. For that metal has several different hues. Any person who inspects a large quantity of copper coin before it has been much handled may perceive 8 or 10 shades of color, not only rising to an ashen yellow, but also deepening to a darkish blue. That some of these varied tints may to a certain degree resemble the general complexion of the American Indians. I am not disposed to deny altogether, but if the color of copper, as usually seen in sheets or other manufacturers, is assumed as the tint, it is at variance with all the observations we have been able to make. Now remember, this book was written in 1829. So this is the way that the Caucasians saw us when they first landed over here. And they was documenting what they had saw and who they saw. And it damn sure wasn't this. Not even a little bit, and it damn sure wasn't that. Let's get that shit straight. Okay, continuing on concerning copper color. Thus has this vague term been extended by navigators and travelers over a great part of the earth. And if it be considered at all accurate in one case, it must be so in others. And its universality will effectively prevent our considering the American Indians as being thus distinguished from other brown men. The preceding quotation from Dampier, Brian Mears, and Commodore Porter, who were accustomed to the sight of American Indians. That means they was used to seeing them. Maybe that show. We're just gonna say, shew the evident resemblance in complexion between them and the natives of the Indian and Pacific Oceans, be the color what it may, and their general resemblance to brown men of other parts of the world, may be directly inferred from Volney's and Humboldt's observations on this particular subject. Okay, now we can clearly see that these are copper colored people, as been documented. Not just here, but all over the world. But yet they made us think that we were all different.
Indians that they show you are $5 Indians, nigga, what they call $5 Indians. These are human beings posing as motherfucking Indians. We are the Indians. You looking at them. You looking at them every day, nigga. They didn't kill us. They just renamed us. They enslaved us and renamed us. They got you thinking we all came from Africa to hide the fact that we was everywhere, nigga. We everything. 8 billion motherfucking Indians, nigga. Where do you think they went? You looking at them, nigga. You looking at them. Black and Latino people that they like to call us. You're looking at them.
Let's keep switching the identity to hide the people. Why don't we just keep renaming you? Are you Negro? Oh, no, you're not Negro. No, you're colored. No, you're not colored. You're African American. And this is what they name you. The slavers name you this. Because I know a white guy who grew up in South Africa. And he now lives in America. He is an African American. And more African American than most. Do you see how African American is a misnomer? It's a misnomer. Don't check that box. It's a title given to blacks by democratic slavers. Let's keep switching the identity to hide the people.
Oh yeah, we still in the same book that was written in 1829 by J.H. McCullough Jr. Okay, let's see what this Caucasian has to say concerning the Native Americans in 1829 when he was amongst them. Mr. Marston appears to have suggested the reason of any difference of complexion between the Malays and the American Indians, when he observes that the Rejangs, who constitute a considerable portion of the natives of Sumatra, have a complexion properly yellow, wanting that red tinge that constitutes a tawny or copper color. Okay, so we're going to stop right there and we're going to move forward. So we can just tie all this together so you can see it for what it is concerning all these different tribes. I'm not about to play with y'all with this here shit. There is undoubtedly a great similarity in the appearance of the Indians of America to each other, except in a few remarkable instances to be noticed in their proper place. Yet there are also various shades of difference among them, shewing the impossibility of reducing them all under one general class of complexion. Though their color is commonly assumed to be that of copper, we find travelers constantly remarking the variations of hue among different tribes, as for instance, the Indians near the source of Peace River are of a swaty yellow complexion. Swaty, dark-skinned. The Cherokees are of a lighter color than adjacent Indians. Now, one thing that we're noticing is that all of these natives are copper-colored. It continues. The Mendans and Gross Ventris have a light complexion and hair inclining to chestnut. The complexion of the Quapaws, like that of the Choctaws and Creeks, is dark and destitute of anything like the copperous ting. The Mexican complexion, according to Clay Figueroa, is olive. The women of the Chiachiapoyas in Peru were so much whiter and more graceful than other Indians that they were sought after by the Incas. Baron Humboldt remarks, if the uniform tint of the skin be more coppery and redder toward the north, it is on the contrary among the Chaymas, of a deep brown inclining to tawny. The denomination of copper-colored men could never have originated in equinoctial America to designate the natives. Gumilia, description of the Orinoco, says the color of the Indians on the borders of the Orinoco is so diversified that he could say nothing of it under one general head. The Guayuras of Brazil are of a darker tint than copper. So now we can clearly see they are all people of color. Melanated people, that is.